All right, cool. Well, hey everyone. Yeah, sweet. So this is my first time hosting at the Gutter Nerds. Look at this. Cool.
You're doing great, bud.
Well, cool. Well, let's start the show. I guess here we have.
Corporate Cal, you're on the
Cal?
left side of the couch.
All right. I'm Amon, or Jammin' Amon. Alex, everyone knows me.
Free Sophia, though.
Hey guys, I'm Steve-O, the Gutter Nerd. Oh shit, I don't even know where to look. I'm sitting in a weird place.
And I'm Corporate Cal on the right. No, I'm kidding. It's
JB today.
How many? How did this happen?
Velocidores.
I literally texted Cal out of the blue. I was like, "Hey, you wearing that Hawaiian shirt again? Because you wore it last week. Because I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt." And initially I was like, hey, why don't you pretend to be me and I'll pretend to be you? And he's like, how does that work? And I was like, I actually don't know. So I'm just going to walk around dressed like you today. And that was literally our conversation.
If you want us to all wear Hawaiian shirts, please let me know,
mic
because
on the
I will
inside of
totally
the
go to the
belt,
thrift
yeah.
store and buy a Hawaiian shirt for all of you, and I will wear it.
Okay.
On the inside.
Sounds good?
There you go.
Better? Are you
Yeah,
happy with
probably.
that? You better?
Probably.
All right, maybe.
I should fix mine.
No, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're good.
All right, cool. So I guess just like normal. I mean, what have y'all been up to? Like, y'all been playing any new games lately?
I haven't been playing new games, but I've officially crossed in the Plat for League.
You text me about that.
So
Congrats, man.
I am not wet trash anymore. Now we're at the dry trash stage.
Now it's just even saltier.
That's right. Yeah. with the-
So
we are-
Cal texted me over the week, and it was while I was asleep, and he goes, "Hey, I made Plat. I finally made Plat." And I woke up and I saw it and I was like, oh, good for him. And I went back to sleep, but I forgot to text him back. And so a few hours later, he texted me back and he goes, it was the next day. He goes, "So are you proud of me?"
I said, so are you proud, Dad? Are you proud, Dad?
You proud yet?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
man.
That's good.
Nice. Well, congrats on the plat.
Yeah, I don't suck that much. So,
What's next after plat?
diamonds.
Diamond.
Climb to diamonds to where.
All right.
Do they just like make up
You don't have to redeem
new,
points.
like,
We can
new
coordinate
tiers?
outfits, man. I'm already telling you. Do it.
Although that's totally a
You can
points
redeem
thing.
points for
Why?
outfits.
Sure, yeah. So Dota says that the host of Gutter Nerds gets sexier tonight.
Oh, hey. Thanks, Dota.
Nice.
Dripping Yarn wants a matching outfit podcast, and several people have said they want the Hawaiian shirt thing. So maybe they could redeem
Yeah,
some points to make
redeem
someone wear
points, and we'll make it official.
Do you guys have Hawaiian shirts?
I have plenty of
I
Hawaiian
can go to the
shirts.
thrift
don't?
store and get a
I
Hawaiian
have
shirt.
a plethora.
I will be dad.
Plethora?
Peripheral. I have in my closet a peripheral
I have
of
plenty.
shirts.
Oh, now we're just.
How many points?
I'll tell you what.
Wait, let me check my placenta of shirts that I have.
Look what I'm looking for. I'm gonna find it. Fucking
If you guys can do a cheer total.
plethora.
Yeah,
Cheer total.
Fucking assholes.
Just everybody here today, if you can cheer 1,000 by the end of the show, I'll make everybody wear Hawaiian shirts next week.
Make me. I'm already wearing it. buddy.
Oh boy. Steven's gonna be sending a text like, bros, get it
if you
together.
do-
You're like, I'm already wearing it.
And if you do,
I'm already ready.
if you do
Oh, dude.
4,000 by the end of it, we'll all wear tank tops.
Ew,
Oh
ew,
God,
no.
nobody wants that.
Hey, sometimes I'm just saying. I'm up in the ante on Steve-O.
Oh, Griffin started off with 100.
Oh, right. 4,000.
No, that one's not binding. 1,000 is
Oh, come on.
Are you sure? You sure,
Are
though?
you sure?
All right, how about this? If it hits 4,000, we'll just all simultaneously yell, "Sun's out, guns out,"
No.
and then we'll do the.
Melissa does this. Come on, he promised.
Alex, we're stealing your show back.
Yeah.
tops under the Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, okay. What? 4,000, we can do tank tops and Hawaiian shirts.
Okay,
There you
I'm
go.
down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fine.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
50 for the
It's
shirt.
Thank you, cool, Puri. Brittany, what about you?
I haven't been playing a lot because I have been working overtime for Amazon for Prime Week.
Oh, really?
Because Prime Day is coming up. So, yeah.
Oh,
Prime
good.
Day
Gosh,
is sort
I
of
feel
like.
so bad because
What is
my
Prime?
wife's
I don't even
probably
know
the
what
reason
Prime
you're
Day
working
is.
overtime.
Wait, I
right
thought
now.
that was earlier this year.
Money's great.
I thought Prime Week was earlier this year.
No, Prime Week is for me, it's July 12th through the 14th, and I think for everyone, I think it's on the 13th of July.
I don't even know what Prime Day is.
Prime Day is literally Black Friday.
It's like Amazon's
It's
own
just a
Black
day.
It's
Friday.
like
It's
garage
Cyber
sale. It's like a garage.
Like garage sale?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So like everything they have, or like a lot of things we have damaged, or like it may not even be damaged, but like the box was damaged. They discount like everything, and then it just all like goes on sale.
Like someone cursed it like looked at it
Yeah.
wrong as they're walking
And they're like,
"Should we
"That's
better
disgusting."
discount and it's
So
30%
Yeah.
off
Sweet
now.
Hawaiian shirts.
That would be
Gotcha.
prime day.
Sweet one.
They're probably covered in like some hair conditioning. No, I'm just playing.
So I finally caved in and did the games. Was it Xbox games?
The pass.
The pass.
Yeah.
I paid that $1. That $1 redo, and
Yep.
the first thing I did is I looked up and I bought. I downloaded. Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I played the first two like rebooted Tomb Raider games and I love them.
So I believe they're still doing it. I believe the deal is still going on. If it is, check. If you guys have Xbox Live, you can upgrade to the Ultimate Pass. The Ultimate Pass we talked about at E3 is $14.99 a month normally, and you get the Xbox Pass, you get Xbox Live Gold, and you get the PC Gaming Pass.
That's right.
But
The
if
PC
you,
Gaming
but
Pass.
what you can do, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 650. Thank you, 650. Thank you, Chanslin, for the cheer. Sorry, the
right.
alerts are not going. That's a bummer.
So,
So if you right now, no matter what your gold is, if you're what?
nothing.
Oh, no matter what your gold is, if for $1 it upgrades that entire gold to the Ultimate Pass. So
Right.
JB had already had 9 more months or something.
Oh no, it just May.
Or in May,
I just
he had resubscribed, so he had another year
So
of
I
gold.
paid $1 for
so
a
for
full
a single
year.
$1, he got a full year of Game Pass and PC Pass.
And the best part for me is
not
that
$1 a month, for $1 total.
a year from now,
Nice.
I'm totally gonna forget that was the case, and I'm just gonna be totally cool with paying the $15 a month
15
for.
all of
But
it.
anyway, I downloaded that. I downloaded the Halo Master Chief Collection, and then I downloaded Wolfenstein 1 and 2, and I'm
Nice.
like prepped for summer.
There you go.
like I'm telling you, I love the new Tomb Raider games because they're super much more respectful to the character than what they've been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, what if we treat her
Dota's-
like a smart person who can climb shit?
And Dota's got us there. So next week's Hawaiian Shirt Day.
What? No
By the
way.
way, this is like the only.
Shirts.
So it is.
Me and JB said you're welcome ahead of time, everybody else, okay?
You know, this
Okay.
gets me
Hawaiian Day.
I'm excited because I've always wanted to dress like a dad, and I've been wanting
Oh,
to.
it's not
Dad cosplay?
Yes, a dad
Oh man, I gotta
cosplay.
shave everything
Get like
off.
a mustache, like a good like.
I'm gonna get a face
Oh,
mustache.
I
Y'all,
wanna
I'm
shave
getting a face
everything.
Good,
mustache.
Bree, do it.
Don't! She was gonna be like, for 5,000, Jonathan will shave them. Like,
And then
no.
you can do all your dad jokes. You have complete
Don't
immunity.
even
10,000
know.
subs, maybe.
Yeah, it is
I'll
very-
even post it
But,
on my Instagram. I'll post my dad cosplay.
It's
on my
great.
Instagram.
I've been loving it. I haven't gamed in months ever since the kid was born. It's just been a lot more focused on her, obviously, keeping her alive. But man,
I kept her alive for like 15 minutes yesterday.
Steven was
Oh,
so
good job.
So good.
Yeah, I agree.
You didn't kill my child.
No, I tried.
Great.
I love it. I love the game. It's so much fun, and I'm
Yeah.
glad. Like my wife's like, oh right, I forgot what Jonathan Gaming's like. I don't go to bed until like 2 a.m.
I forgot what it's like when you game.
And I come to bed at 2 a.m. and,
All eyes all
and we have
bloodshot.
we have a sign above our bed that says always kiss me goodnight. So it's like 2 a.m. I'll kiss my wife. I'll be like, mwah, and she'll be like, the fuck is that? It's so cute. She's love you, babe. Like, she hates being woken up, but she would tell you she loves the fact that I do that.
Yeah.
So she's like, you too.
Let's see. I started Spyro 2
I saw
Cool.
that.
on
Saw some of
Saturday.
that.
Yeah, Spyro 2 is awesome. I like it. It's got more side questy stuff in it than like the original Spyro does. So I'm really enjoying that. I've been playing some more Just Cause 4 because I have the Game Pass.
Right.
Just floating around, blowing shit up. Like,
Yeah,
it's
the best
real
part.
shit. I can just like I'm gonna fly around. I'm gonna blow shit up.
Yeah.
I'm a happy dude. I also get I'm not usually up too late gaming, but do you guys ever get gamer eye? Where you've been playing games all day and your eyes are kind of bloodshot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
Staring at a blue screen. You gotta
Yes.
get
Blue
that.
screen glasses.
So like,
I need to get some of those.
Yeah.
I
get-
did, and these are great.
Well, I don't want to look like
Are
Jim
those
Carrey
them?
while I'm
Yes.
streaming.
Oh.
So
Expensive, though.
a
Oh,
Saturday,
like stylish.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
Actually, I don't probably look too bad in glasses. But Sarah got off work on Saturday after I'd been playing Spyro, and I looked like I just spent the whole day getting baked. I was like, Spyro, man, it's like real cool. So that's what I was playing.
Cool.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, yeah. Well, glad y'all are having fun gaming and gotten some new games and getting ranked up. Heck yeah. I guess I guess we'll just jump right to it then. So what I brought up tonight was gaming and our personalities, and why I thought about that was, or how I came about that was, basically I've been watching a lot of anime. And I started thinking about like a lot of the like MMORPG animes, and I've been thinking about like
Sword Art Online.
yeah, like Sword Art Online, Log Horizon is one, Dot Hack, the OG, yeah, and I was just thinking like, what would it be like if I were like dropped into one of those worlds and just teleported, how would my character be, and if I would want to be stuck like that, so like a permanent kind of change.
The answer
And,
is yes.
Yes, always.
Because right now when I do this, my muscles go down, and my anime character will be like this barbarian.
Maybe
Like,
not like in Sword Art Online though, because like I'm not trying to die.
Yeah,
the rules don't apply quite so much.
not all the rules, but so I was got to thinking like, because like in those worlds they have. It seemed like their characters were based off their class that they were.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was interesting. So, and also a lot of, I guess, my own kind of research. I've done a lot of research on like the personality kind of tests. And so that's just like a personal interest of mine. And so I kind of thought about trying to categorize, I guess, different type of gamers and the games that they like to play, or like how they play them.
Cool. Okay.
And so
Dota says, wait until EA makes the first full dive game, like the one you're talking about, where you like dive in and you're like in the game.
oh yeah,
He's gonna have $5 left in his account after buying it, or after buying all the nerve gear, so you can feel it. And then he's gonna go log out and find out that the log out button is $14.99.
Real life. It happened.
Oh man.
And EA's going to
But-
say, this is not a loot box.
This is quite ethical.
a real life experience add-on.
It's quite
It's like
ethical.
quitting the game is an add-on.
Or it'll cost you like your life, or like $1,000, and so
Yeah,
you're like
right?
stuck there.
I log out.
You're stuck there.
Fuck out.
But and so what I kind of came up with first was
And you posted this in the Discord.
yes, yeah. So if y'all watching right now, if y'all want to check out the Discord, I posted a lot of those personalities. So basically, what I did, KRS, probably Shark, you're probably looking at it, but basically what I did was just kind of look at the different characters and kind of, I guess, apply like a persona that I, when I kind of imagine that class.
Yeah.
So like, a rogue or a ranger, or a druid, and so like rogues are more kind of cunning and clever, and kind of sharp-tongued, whereas rogues, I was kind of coming with the persona of like someone who enjoys adventure, likes nature, and competitive.
Yeah.
And so kind of based off those kind of traits, I would kind of figure that's how I guess you might imagine yourself in a game like that, in an RPG game.
Now, in an RPG game like that, would you consider, especially with these classes, would you say that you tend to play more of these classes based on this? If you were ranking like your personality, like let's say depending on the game you play, would you tend to play more of that? Like, I don't know where you put yourself, right? So you made a list. Did you put yourself somewhere? So where do you put yourself? Is what I want to know first off.
Basically, yeah. I mean, so
Like, what class would we be? Is that what you're
Exactly.
asking?
That's where I'm getting at right now.
Yeah.
Out of this list,
Okay.
what class would you consider yourself?
Right,
And,
yeah.
and your play style because of it, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what we're kind of getting to. Like,
Right,
what
so-
class would you be? Like, not thinking like statistically, like mages and rogues do a lot of high DPS, so I want to be that one. But not more so that like what would you be?
want to be, and more what you think you would
What
actually
you
be
naturally
inherently.
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
as a
inherently
person.
be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you jumped into the Matrix. It's like, this is the avatar that is built for you based on your personality. Like, who you are gets turned into a avatar. What would you be?
Right.
So do we have like? Is there some things for us to go off of since we can't see it?
So yeah.
Do you want to like give us a? JB's got us here.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you... So...
That's what I was looking at.
I pulled it up on your phone, too.
Oh, here.
Okay, so
And so I was just kind of thinking
There you
the different classes someone you might be interested in, and also kind of like maybe look at the list, but also just think what you might think is good.
As soon as I saw the list, I popped out. I knew exactly what I am. Like D&D class, I'm such a bard.
You are always a bard.
I am a bard.
I'll read out.
I am bard AF.
I'll read out what these are, so if you guys are watching on YouTube or listening, so you can start to think about what it is that you are. Rogue, someone who is cunning, clever, and sharp-tongued.
Yeah.
Ranger, someone who enjoys adventures, nature, and competition. Druid is someone who is passive but has a serious wrath, a strong connection to nature. Bard, someone who enjoys entertaining, has an artistic talent or many, cunning, clever, jack of all trades. Warlock, someone who presents themselves as mysterious, dedicated, cunning, and clever. Sorcerer, someone who has a lust for power and or knowledge, dedicated and focused. Do you want to take it from here?
Sure. I'll switch over. Wizard, someone who enjoys reading books, a bookworm, someone who is intelligent, cunning, reserved. A barbarian, someone who is competitive, lusts for freedom, wants to show strength.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Fighter, someone who's competitive, desires money and fame. A ladies' man. Sorry, fighter, totally. That's what I am. No.
Lady.
Ladies, man.
Stupid. Serious. A monk is someone who is passive but also has a strong will, self-disciplined, stoic, intelligent, loyal. Cleric is someone with a strong sense of dedication, determination, loyalty. A paladin is someone with a strong sense of righteousness, idealist, and a strong moral compass. The traditional hero. And an artificer, which I'm actually unfamiliar with that class.
It's a new one.
Someone who enjoys tinkering with things. They're clever, cunning, dedicated, and intelligent.
I think that's me.
So, Dripping says paladin here.
Yeah, paladin. I mean, that's kind of what I felt myself being too.
You felt yourself being a paladin?
More of like a paladin. Sometimes like a ranger, but the cool thing. So with D&D, you're able to multi-class. So picking one class isn't always just what you're gonna be. You can always trade into other classes. So that's the cool thing with D&D.
I think, I was thinking about it. I felt like I'm a little bit of a blend sort of between, I think, a rogue and a bard.
Yeah.
I would throw you at...
Definitely bard-esque.
I mean, you're a heavy bard, right?
Yeah.
You're very bard. I think you and I are two very different bards, but both fill that niche real close. I would almost... I was running as soon as I saw.
You remember that Ralph Wiggum quote from The Simpsons where he goes,
monk-esque.
You're deceptive.
Who would be?
You remember that?
I missed that
More
one.
monkish?
Like a bard monk, Steve-O. I think you'd be a bard.
You think I'd be a bard monk?
No, not a monk.
Passive but strong will, lots of
Passive,
stuff.
strong
You're
will,
kind of
but also
stoic,
an
right?
introvert.
Or maybe
Stoic?
like
Well,
a
look off in the
bard
distance,
cleric. Maybe like a bard cleric. That dedication and
Determination,
loyalty.
and loyalty.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe bard cleric. Bard monk. I'm not disciplined enough to be a monk. I'm
You
not.
stream all the time. You're disciplined enough.
That's
You're
pretty disciplined.
You're
And
disciplined.
dedication.
You're like disciplined, like I don't go to the gym.
No, like
I
doing
hate
that.
paying bills.
I hate that.
Like if I could be
Everyone
on
does.
this still game, I would.
Yeah. I just need to carry my stream equipment around with me. I just bridge.
See, reading this for myself, I look at rogue, warlock, and fighter. Like all three of those. I'm like, yep.
Oh,
And I knew you would choose
rogue was
rogue.
competitive.
I kind of figured you would be a fighter.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What was the one that said? What was the first one that said competitive?
Ranger.
It's barbarian and fighter.
You're a bit barbaric.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are for sure,
He goes, "Oh, yeah?"
for sure fighter. Competitive, desires money and fame, and a ladies' man.
Well, thank you for your.
Definitely a fighter.
Fighter.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, if you guys know what you are, absolutely,
But-
let us know.
But the rogue, who's also like, because the way I play style sometimes, it's I go for play style. I go for sneaky, cunning, clever.
Yeah.
Chanslin is a bard with a couple levels into ranger.
See, when
So
y'all... Oh, sorry.
Would we be a well-balanced party then if the five of us were in a MMO?
I don't know, because we don't have a tank.
Bree, what would you say you would be? Well, if I was a paladin, that would be
you'd
me.
be an off tank.
Yeah. Well, no, it'd be the
Alex
main
could
tank.
take a lot of abuse. He's friends with you.
You know, game guys are tank.
Let's look at Cal
You guys straight barbarian.
I don't know. Y'all can pick what you think I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
because
think what was artificer?
Someone who enjoys tinkering, clever, cunning, dedicated, and intelligent, which you're definitely
No,
part.
See, we got like
that's
a but you're
very Bree. She makes her own cosplay.
Yeah.
and kind of like a
working
wizard
on one
too.
right now.
You know, with that, I mean, you could also
I
be
thought it was
you could
like
also
a
be a
wizard.
bard too.
Yeah,
You know,
kind of like a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
Here's the thing.
I mean, we have three bard types, I guess.
And I was
Everyone-
like, I
everyone-
kind of feel like a monk too. Like, I don't know.
Every one of us
Yeah.
has a little bit of bardic in us because we're all on a freaking podcast.
We are a
okay?
little bit entertainer.
But Bree, you're totally artificer cleric. Okay, you're the healer. You're the.
I generally always am.
You know, you send good juju vibes to everyone.
Yeah.
I have never heard you cuss. If I think you ever did cuss, the world would
I
probably
hear her
stop
swear
turning
all
for
the
a
time.
moment.
She only swears at me. Okay.
But I get the feeling that if the dice were down, you'd be like the first one to get in front and protect someone if they needed it.
I know the
I've
girl
never
I'm
seen
cosplaying
that.
as now is a healer, like in the anime.
Okay.
I
All
always
right.
pick like elf healers or anything. Like, I just adore them.
All right, so cleric
For
it
me,
seems
would
it
be-
is, and
for
then
me,
with
it's
a little
bard, followed by
artificer.
monk. I think I'm the better bard monk than Steve-O is.
Yeah.
And I mean, the monk.
You're not disciplined at all, though. You're 0% disciplined. If we set out
not
a
a
bowl of
baby.
M&Ms in front of you,
Is his kid
I'm
alive?
undisciplined in one very small aspect of my life.
Is his kid alive? Yes, dedicated.
Even
mother-
after he saw
black
that
belt.
picture of Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum, she was still alive.
I've also got the dedication to make it through. I've got martial arts, stuff.
Going on time, Jess says I'm the chaotic, neutral tiefling cleric who is a sadistic racist towards the human race. I mean, what?
Okay.
It's a lot there.
Top cast in a poncho.
It's all
That's deep.
order.
That needs some therapy, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, okay, so yeah, so I'd be like the paladin. We got 2 bards and a cleric and a rogue fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we're set for like a team.
That's pretty good.
We're
Yeah.
a shit party
We could
past
go
level
take on
6, I think, but good for the first. We're a good early game party.
I think
15.
it'd be good.
It's to 15.
I don't know if you've seen what's out there at level 15, bro.
Hey, go thank you for the cheer. The alerts and the chat overlay aren't working. Streamlabs is not working right now, apparently. I apologize. But thank you for the cheer.
So when you play like an actual game, like, I don't know, let's just say Dragon Age, because that's the only one I can think of.
Sure, yeah.
What do you pick to be?
So, okay, so I came up with different categories for the different types of games as well. So besides just RPG games and MMOs, because, you know, not everyone plays those, but I also think that different types of games also tell you about that as well. So, like, I would think that would be, like, it's still kind of an RPG, but it's more strategy, I would think.
Yeah.
Because you are managing a whole team rather than just your individual character.
Yeah.
And so I broke those down. But let's do the I guess chaotic, or just do the alignments
alignment?
first.
Alignment.
Yeah, because I think that was part of the D&D.
Okay, so everybody in chat, what is your alignment in terms of good, neutral, evil, lawful, neutral, chaotic?
Right.
So
And
back,
then
back
good.
when we did this, I think
Oh, did you already do that?
We did something on
we
this
did a
before.
variant of it.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember what I was. I think I wanted to claim myself as true neutral.
You're not, though. You're close to it, but I think you lean towards neutral good.
Neutral.
I'd probably be
good.
neutral good. Yeah.
Like-
You're neutral.
I don't really care about the laws in place.
don't
But
know
I
where I
try
would
to do
be.
good.
You're-
regardless
See, where I
of what-
draw the line with good, neutral, and evil
liberals as needed,
is
but
if you're
generally
willing
a
to
person
kill
you don't
someone.
want bad things.
Is what I think is going beyond
But this is in
good.
games, right? Not in real life?
No, in real life.
No, in real life.
Okay.
Sure. Chaotic neutral. Might save your life. Might drink your lemonade.
If it's for the greater good and you're saving people and somebody has to die, then I'm morally okay with that. So I'm more like chaotic good. Like if you're saving
Would you
people's lives,
would you
like-
sacrifice one for the many?
are you
Depends.
willing to sacrifice in like anything?
No,
that's one thing
always
too.
a loaded question, and the truth is,
Yeah.
almost anybody would say yes in the right circumstance. But
I mean, I think it would probably be
but, like,
chaotic neutral.
on a standpoint, if someone was like,
Like,
so here's the way I determine it. I have to think beyond death. I have to think of something like, so I made up this scenario in my head. It was like, okay, I have to send an innocent person to hell to suffer for all eternity. In exchange, all these other people survive. Mm-hmm. Is it worth making a person suffer eternally
to save 30 people's lives?
And so when and I'm in my head, I'm like,
oh, was that a tough question
for me? Yeah.
Oh.
That's how you determine your morality.
Infinity is infinity.
Thank you for the host,
I am straight up a lawful good person all the way through. Like when we went to that freaking chicken.
Oh yeah, so we went to Babe's
restaurant.
We went to Babe's and we told them it was John.
Were you gonna call it a Chinese restaurant?
It was a C word.
The word chicken got caught. And we
I'm so confused.
I could not get the right word out, and I was eating Chinese food the other day.
Charlie,
with the Chinese
what's
chicken.
What's your personal alignment? And we'll get into chat here in a
Plus,
second.
I think I was listening to Bare Naked Ladies.
There you go.
Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told him it was JB's birthday, even though it wasn't.
Now I told
Just to make him get up and do the dance.
Yeah.
Now,
And it's
here's
not
the
like
thing.
they make him a cake or anything. They bring him a biscuit with a candle in it.
But
right?
here's the thing.
Okay.
And I participated, I danced, I had a good time, but the whole time I was like, oh God, what if they check my ID? And what if they find out I'm a liar? I can't do this. I can't do death, John. These are good people!
It's not my birthday.
I cannot rob them of a honey biscuit!
So when they came over and they're like, we heard it's your birthday. He's like, oh no. And we're like, shh.
Hey, let this happen. Oh my God, I got taken
hilarious.
advantage of in the birthday manner.
So let's
No
see what
consent.
chat is. Neutral good, says Chancellor if she's being honest with herself. Shark's chaotic neutral. Or yeah, about my save your life. Oh, she's chaotic neutral. That's what it was. And then LSK says depends on the situation. Gripping Yarns is chaotic good, and Master Charles is chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Master Charles just likes to stir the fucking pot.
Here's my I disagree with almost every. So if everyone's I'm chaotic this, I'm like, then you would not be following the laws of our society by virtue
You
of.
don't know what laws I break. I speed all the time.
Oh, you daredevil, you! Right? I'm talking shoplifting. I'm talking assault and battery. I'm talking all
Robbery.
the major rules
Hold
and laws.
on. So
Yeah.
you're going to differentiate between major rules and less rules? That sounds pretty chaotic to me. Like someone who's lawful good is going to be very much like even the minor rules are very important.
They are.
And they are.
So then you would be lawful good.
The point I'm making.
He said he was lawful good.
But someone who doesn't, but he's saying
No, but
that all of
nobody.
these people that he
Nobody
doesn't
gets to
know.
be like.
Oh.
Nobody gets to be like, I'm a motherfucking agent of chaos because I run stop signs, bitch. Like, you're not though.
You don't know my life.
You're not though. You're a kid.
Joker. They're saying that they don't care about what the laws are as long as they're doing good. They would break the law to do good. You're saying you would not break the law to do something good.
It depends on the situation.
Oh, depends.
Hey man,
The plot thickens.
there's a reason there's such a thing as an anti-paladin. Back off.
Policy to all them chatters. I'm standing the fuck up for them.
Yeah, no, I'm stirring the fucking pot right
Yeah,
now.
you're stirring the pot.
He's getting a little stirry. Okay.
Oh man.
So
No, I'm straight. I'm straight like lawful good. I obey as many and all the laws that possibly can
yeah.
be. I don't like to cause confrontation in that
This is
regard.
not like 100%, right? This is just what you usually do,
Yeah.
right?
So I would think that I am neutral good. So I guess not, or I guess willing to break the laws, but also just kind of staying in between the lines, and then just generally, just a good dude.
For example,
You would be good.
yeah,
Don't worry, Bree.
you're lawful good, Bree.
You make
Like,
my lawful good look like bullshit.
right.
You're just a
If-
shining light
if you're
of
like-
goodness.
If you're like, well, I can't really break that rule to help, like because the rules are
Because it make
important.
me nervous.
Yeah.
Relevant native.
And yes, Relevant Native, thank you for 6 months. We really appreciate that. Welcome to get your new badge. You have the gold badge now. Sorry, Streamlabs alerts aren't working, but we love you, Native. Native's a really good dude, so go follow Native if you guys haven't. Gripping Yarn says Chaotic Good character does what is necessary to bring about change for the better, disdains bureaucratic organizations that get in the way of social improvement, and places a high value on personal freedom. And Chanson says, I've straight up stolen medicine from the store when I was younger because my younger cousin was sick and we were poor. I will break the law if it means
That's
something.
definitely more neutral good in my book, right?
Yeah, that's neutral good.
There are some laws broken, but still adhere to the rest of them. Whereas I think chaotic good's like, oh, I will full on.
I mean, because that's what I always think. You dance between the lines.
I will rob a convenience store and pass out.
I see what you're saying there.
Robin Hood.
I see what you're saying there.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And so I guess we kind of figured out, our different alignments too, and our different characters that we might be. And so Bree brought up earlier, if we don't play RPG games or MMO games, because there's all sorts of games out there that everyone plays. FPS, racing games, puzzle games, strategy games like StarCraft or any kind of RTS kind of game. Mm-hmm. I came up with traits that people might have, and as to why they're interested in those kinds of games.
Okay.
And so again on the Discord, I have a part of a small chart, kind of showing the different types of games. And so again, I had RPG, FPS, strategy, simulation, racing, action adventure, and puzzles.
And there's different aspects of each one. So there's a strategic, competitive, creative, leisurely, and energetic component to each of the games. So you would say that if Cal is all about strategy games, then that's going to tick like a couple of different personality boxes.
Right.
I think you're pretty good, because I would put myself at a leisurely gamer right now. And the three ones I play are RPG, adventures, simulation, and puzzles. Like I love puzzle games. Like I play them on my phone all the time. I like, I'm playing the new Tomb Raider game, which is very much, in my opinion, RPG adventure mixed with puzzle. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm not doing that, like what I would love to do is play that city building game that I forget what it's called.
SimCity?
And you were
not SimCity, but something. It's something.
City Skylines?
City Skylines.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
And you were all about Puzzle Quest last week. You were like, as soon as you saw the puzzle aspect of it, you were like,
I got a little more heated in that one than I wanted to. Like I still think I was on my good behavior, but when I lost, I was like, oh, I lost. In my head, I was like, ah! And then I was like, good game. Well done. I had a lot of fun.
I guess I'm
right. So still, competitive.
I just play everything.
Yeah. I mean,
you're a well-rounded gamer.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, I preferably don't
So full of shit.
I don't like
you don't even
racing
play one style
games,
game, you
though.
play one title
Right.
game.
Racing games have to be
It
by
has
far
mini
my
game modes
least favorite.
occasionally.
yeah, I don't play a lot of racing games either.
None of that Mario.
I will say though, Forza's coming out with Lego, and I'm
Lego
so
Forza.
excited.
Yeah. Dude, Forza should do more of that. I want to see a Hot Wheels.
Right. Oh,
That would be
man.
badass.
Earl Benitez says, all I'm playing is Division 2 right now. Would that be considered shooter?
I would mix that in with FPS.
It may not be
raids,
first
doesn't it?
person, but it's a shooter.
It's a looter shooter.
It's got raids though.
So it's got
It does
it's got
have
a
raids, and it's an MMO.
yeah, it's got an RPG and MMO kind of
Yeah.
aspect to it.
Okay.
So I mean, you would have to just blend the two.
I would compare it with Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
yeah.
it is
But
the
in
same
terms
thing.
of his chart, I mean,
Okay.
like in terms of what
Yeah.
the personality stuff.
Because I don't know, those I didn't really
Forza
want
3 has a
to
Hot
put
Wheels
together,
expansion. Oh.
just because they
Why
are
did I not
technically
know?
separate categories, is how I see it.
Yeah.
So I'd just kind of blend the both of them because with it generally being an MMORPG, you can play it doing PvE or doing PvP is kind of I think a good reference. So you can play it leisurely if you want to, just doing the raids and the scouting around the city, or you can do the PvP aspect of it.
I was thinking about mine, and I feel like mine is also pretty much a little bit of everything. Like, I will play sports games, simulation games, puzzle games, adventure games. I will play
I
anything
forgot
you put in
sports.
front of me.
Part of me wonders your motivation for playing. If you weren't streaming,
If I weren't streaming,
if you weren't doing
and
it as part of Gun and Nerds, you were just like, man, Steve-O needs it. Steve-O need a break.
And if I
What would you jump in
And
on?
if I wasn't multiplayer gaming, like if I was just choosing something to play on my own,
Are
for
all of
me,
those categories still on
Sure,
the table
yeah.
for you? Or
I feel like they do because I feel like yes, because I feel like it just depends on my mood. Like I'm in the mood for a puzzle game, I'm gonna kick back with Puzzle Quest or Catherine or something like that, or Portal. Now I'm in the mood to blow stuff up, so I'm gonna play just an action game like Just Cause or something
Yeah.
like that, or Grand Theft Auto.
But it's like,
What if you're in the mood?
I'm
to hate-
trying
and
to
it's
narrow
not-
it down so I can be
it's
helpful.
not bad to have multiple categories because there are some games that people just don't play.
What is your category for you hate yourself? Why am I playing this game?
I hate myself while I'm playing this game. Strategy.
Strategy games,
So like League of Legends.
Yeah.
or like
Those are the-
StarCraft.
Yeah. Oh, I can't, it's
RTSs.
really hard for me to get into RTSs.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard for me to get into RTSs.
But what about the aspect of you're so like involved in a game, like you love it so much, but it's a competitive game. Like, is there
Real-time strategy.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Civ?
Yes.
Yes.
I dig Civ. I mean,
Wait, what was your question again?
he did say pop.
No, so my question is, so
I'm
let's
actually
say-
actively rebelling against
Just-
using the word Coke.
You're
I
chaotic.
made a mental note to not use the word Coke to generally
Absolutely
refer to
chaotic.
it
said
Why
it
don't
twice.
you just say soda?
because I have a reason that I use pop that's a really long story and has absolutely nothing to do with this topic. So here we go. What? No, I'm just kidding. So I say pop
But-
when I'm trying to rebel.
No, my question is like, let's say, like, for example, like, I have a love-hate relationship with the game of League of Legends, right? There's times that I love the hell out of it because, you know, I'm being successful in the game, but there's times that I hate the hell out of that game because of the community and the people that I play with. Is there a gaming category that you feel passionate about like that, kind of involved, you know, of where, like, you know, you have that love and you have passion as you put in there for the like, strategic games
Yeah.
or whatever games, what would be that for you?
For me, it'd be like Overwatch. I mean, because
Okay.
I love playing that game, but I know it's salty as hell, and I don't really want to get into the competitive.
For me, it's not so much a genre as it's a category of a specific aspect of games. If I want to hate myself, I will go to some game like I'll give you an example, the first Assassin's Creed. And I'll go, all right, Jonathan, it's time to hate yourself for 4 hours and collect every
Okay.
single dumb fucking collectible there
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
And then my wife's like, did you enjoy that last 4-hour gaming session? I'm like, no, I just wanted the 100%.
No, I
Hate myself.
think I just learned. I think I was able to pinpoint some stuff. First
Nice.
of all, Native says desire for a numbers game and the min-maxing keeps his attention and desire to grind. Sports games are for the birds, except UFC and Skate Series. Shark says Cuphead is a perfect self-punishing
It
game.
is.
Yeah.
That's true.
Really?
So I think
Yes.
I think if I actually could narrow it down to I think like my main ones, it's probably like survival horror and stealth games. I think those are like the tent poles
Like
of like
your love
my
hate, because if you fuck
my
up the
thing.
stealth, you gotta
And
restart.
So
Like,
they're my favorite. They're probably the things I get the most excited about when someone launches like a new, like when Resident Evil 7 came out, like shut
Or Dying Light. Or like the new Dying Light.
and so Dying Light for some reason actually doesn't. I think because it doesn't feel like horror or stealth. It's more like a
Mirror's
hardcore
Action.
game.
Okay. Yeah.
Mirror's
I
Edge.
like Mirror's
Yeah.
Edge.
It
But
was a
I
lot more
think
action.
Mirror's
What
Edge
I-
isn't tense, though. It's not tense
Yeah.
to me. It's fun. It's,
Yeah.
It's free.
So yeah, I think and being stealthy. I love sneaking games like Metal Gear Solid, or
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, or Styx, or something like that.
See, that would be like action adventure with kind of like strategy.
Yeah, I guess there's a strategic element to that
Being
stuff
sneaky.
isn't there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're being
Yeah.
sneaky, you gotta be strategy. You gotta
Splinter
be
Cell, you gotta be sneaky.
smart. Yeah.
That's true.
Like, have you ever played Deus Ex?
Oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deus
Sneaky.
Ex is
You gotta
shit.
be strategy, man. Yeah.
So maybe you do like strategy.
Just a different kind of strategy.
Real time
I think
strategy.
there's
I
all-
like turn-based strategy. Okay, so like
Sure.
Advanced Wars or XCOM,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offensive
Yeah.
tactics.
Mutant Year Zero. I've never played Tactics.
That's your next 100-hour game.
Oh.
that is your 100-hour game, buddy.
Right.
That would be an interesting topic altogether. Your 100-hour game.
Oh god. Mine would be
Persona
XCOM.
Captain,
The game that by virtue doesn't take 100 hours to beat, but you could pull 100 hours out of it.
Like Fallout or Skyrim.
yes.
No, those are above 100
Those
hours.
are easy.
No, but you can beat those games in like 12
Right,
hours.
but those aren't games that are meant to be beat in an hour.
Like Final Fantasy VII.
Okay,
You know,
like
there's a lot of
Super
Grinding out the
Mario,
100
Super
level
Mario
all materia.
64.
yeah,
would be
that kind of shit.
Like, oh, you can beat Super Mario 64 in 3 or 4 hours. if you're like not good, but you can still beat it in 3 or 4 hours. But somebody's like, I play it all the time. I played hundreds of hours.
Choosing just to yeah. Okay, I
Sorry, totally segued, but I just thought that'd be interesting.
Pin that thought.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. All right. And so yeah, I guess okay. So we talked about those kinds of games, and so what I have down here. What was the other thing? So I guess the other thing too that I forgot to bring up. Oh, I guess, and I guess we already kind of established by our classes. Like, so the other question that I had was, what would be like your typical gameplay style? If you would be like a DPS type of character, or a support healer, or a tank.
And here's why I'm the worst bard ever. Because one, I'm a lawful good bard, and those aren't ever fun. And I also, every game I ever play, I end up being DPS. I'm just like, I want to slam shit. Like, I'm like, all right, we're gonna play this stealthy, Splinter Cell. What's this? Is this a giant? Like,
should I fire my bow?
And
should I fire my bow?
I'm just bad enough that I'm going to resort to Ramboing Splinter Cell.
Right.
But if we were like, let's say we were sucked into this MMO, right, where we're all playing the classes that we are, and let's say like Cal gets captured, right? Then and by like the Imperial Legion or something, like the governing body. We're gonna be like, we gotta go bust out Cal, and Jonathan and Bree are gonna be like, but that's breaking the rules.
So if we are fighting against an evil regime or this band of bad
But
guys,
in their eyes, they're not evil. They're just.
I'm not worried about their eyes.
But in my eyes, you're my friend, and I would have to go save you no matter what.
So there is a situation then in which you would
Luke
break the
Skywalker
law.
is Luke Skywalker is breaking the law when he fights against the Empire. He is breaking the laws. He is a lawful good character.
No, when you're going against like tyranny and like evil empire.
No, he's not.
He's a rebel.
I wouldn't have to kill
Why do you
anybody.
think he's on the rebel?
Right.
We could be Batman.
You're rebelling against an
Spider-Man.
unlawful evil group
There you
that
go.
laws.
In their eyes,
But if you followed the rules, though, if you were like a part of the Galactic Empire trying to do good things,
Then nothing bad will happen
which
to
we
you.
presume that there were some somewhere.
See, and that's why
then that would be a lawful good
But
person.
that's why
trying
Vader
to,
is lawful evil. He follows the laws set by this evil regime, which allow him to kill people willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Right? Luke, by virtue of being a rebel, is rebelling against these rules that had been set up to help the evil people stay in power.
Maybe Luke's the evil one.
But once the Empire's regime is destroyed, I don't think he's like, all right, now I'm going to go rebel against something else and kill more. No, he's going to be lawful good.
So he wouldn't be chaotic good. He would maybe be neutral good. He'll do the good thing whether or not it's the rules or not.
I would.
But seriously, but lawful, neutral, and chaotic determine it's not whether or not it's moral or not, because that's what the good and evil dictate. The lawful and the chaotic determine if you're following the rules, whether the rules are benevolent or not.
Right.
So if you're lawful good, you will follow every rule or as many rules as you can for the benefit of people. If you're lawful evil, you follow the rules for your own benefit or for bad.
See, I think there you're scorched earthing lawful versus chaotic.
So, I mean, about the Luke thing, I was going to say he's more neutral good because...
That's what I thought.
Even after he overthrew their empire, he went off and vanished, and he tried to establish his own, school, and then, that shit happened.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of, stayed out of both sides. So I would think he'd be more neutral.
To answer the question about Calvin getting captured and us going to rescue him,
sure.
I'm lawful good bard, and I'm gonna go off and rescue him, but I'm gonna pay for my fucking meal before I leave.
And if anything,
we need the tab.
if anything, you can be like a distraction. You can stay within your boundaries.
I would Tenacious D the shit out of it.
For one, I would wonder in the first place, why you would even get captured. Aren't you supposed to be
There's probably
I mean, he's probably, looking up some girl's
He was
skirt.
at the brothel.
I made the wrong deal with the wrong person.
You got in deep.
I didn't roll high on my cunning.
That's a kind of a fun question. If I have a choice of mage AoE attack based character, I'll choose that every time, or a character with a badass damage over time attack. So what would your, in this world that we have been troned into, what would be your main like attack or power?
Or your weapon?
Like your main thing that you did. So, bard or whatever, healer, mage, whatever it is you're doing.
Hard CC.
So
Crowd control.
Yeah.
So as a fighter, you could be like a wrestler, or if you're going for like trying to hold people, that kind of CC, or are you talking about like I don't know,
your
smokes
big beefy mitts on folk.
and
I'd be like the big beefy mitts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get these oven mitts, bro.
yeah, you can get your guns out.
But like, I just like that type of distraction enough for other people to play the damage.
Yeah.
And they're actual guns.
Maybe we should get matching gun tattoos. So we can subs out.
Mine will be a temporary tattoo, but okay. Because I'm not going to get something that dumb on me.
Actually, you know what? I'm now imagining the scene.
Can we do it just for like a day,
Cal's
just
like,
temporary?
We have to go do something, and Cal walks up and is like, hold on, I got this. And he walks up to like the guards and he goes, sun's out, guns out, baby. And the guards roll their eyes, but then he pulls out guns and blows them. I'd be like,
no, what's going to happen? He's going to walk up to the guards and goes, sun's out, and they're going to go, guns out.
Yeah!
That fucking works. Steven's gonna walk out, sun's out, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. Sun's out, guys! Sun's out, and they're like, buns out!
Yeah, high charisma, baby.
Now, I would definitely be...
what would be your main
I would
attack?
be the... What's the word? Convincing people to not fight.
Diplomatic.
I'd be very diplomatic.
Same.
Like, I mean... I'm actually more of an empath than logically diplomatic. Like, I'm not good at getting people to be like, oh, that logically makes sense. I'm good at getting people to be like, no, I'm feeling you. Like, I can get them to relate.
Yeah.
I can be like, come on, bro.
I think I'm the flip side of that coin.
Yeah, you and I can convince somebody.
You would definitely be the face of the group.
Hey, guys!
That's what we call like the person who exactly does that.
The thing is, I'm not very charismatic, or at least not
That's
verbally.
me,
I
though.
trip
I'm
over
like-
my own words all the time. I'm super
extra.
clumsy.
I have so much charisma.
But
Y'all can both do that.
like, I'm verbally clumsy as a person,
You have a
but
plethora of charisma.
I am naturally energetic. Like, I mean, that's why I'm a teacher. That's why I'm good at being a teacher.
Sexist.
It's because like I can get my kids like, oh my gosh, yeah, let's do this. Let's science. I'm like, yeah, man, you guys know.
You are a hype.
Yeah, I was
am
gonna say.
hype.
Yeah.
So
That's-
would your like main thing then be like
Maybe you can play music.
Ditty and just like you do like guys you pull out like the and you go dun 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 dun
You can have your loot.
and we're all getting hyped up and jacked up.
Yeah.
Is he like the guy in the background of the rap song? Going, hey, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
And then like
Long John.
while they're jamming and distracting, I'll just sneak right on in, or y'all can sneak right on in.
So would you want to use a sword? Would you want to use your
well, if I'm a
your
rogue
fists?
fighter, I'd like the assassin style.
Okay.
So-
Bare hands, baby.
Daggers.
Gotta keep those
Daggers.
mitts ready for that
Okay.
instrument.
Yeah.
Which I literally don't know how to play an instrument.
Daggers
so it'd be
and
like, I'd like
takedowns.
the stand-up comedian
Yeah.
bard. I'm like, what's the deal with the guards in the town these days?
Why do orcs have such big ears? I know they can hear me.
Green and gray. Have you ever seen a green gray orc? I mean, what is the deal?
Oh god. That's great, JB.
I almost snorted.
What about you, Alex? What would be like your main like attack or something?
I like the spear. I think the spear is a pretty cool weapon.
Yeah.
You're a pretty straightforward guy. You're like, I'm going to attack you.
Yeah.
Stab you
But
from
you know,
back here.
yeah.
Stab you, and you know it's coming, and you also know you deserve
But it can be quick
And
too,
you don't know
without them
Come on,
knowing.
we both know this.
Big.
But yeah, it can be quick too. They wouldn't know it.
Yeah, that's true.
Be like a good sweep.
I'll stab you from down the hall.
Or throw it at him, yeah. Fuck you!
What's that shit for him into the room?
What about you, Bree?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I always
Would
pick
you
the
want
bow
to
and
be a
arrows.
healer? Oh, bow and arrow? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
she'd be the ranged bard. I would be the upfront bard.
The upfront board.
Well, she's a cleric. Well, a cleric.
I like that guy
artificer.
on the in the Mad Max with the guitar and the flames. I'd be in the front, like rocking the guitar, like leading the band.
Nice.
Bree would be in the background, like, yeah, everyone needs drums.
Native, can you tell whose mic it was?
What
Sorry.
happened?
One of us was a little too close to our mic. It might have been.
Probably me.
It could have been any of us. Well, be
Careful.
careful.
There's the diplomat.
Yep.
And then there's the fate. It was probably me. My bad. I'm going to apologize for it. Steven's going to say it could have been anyone.
So yeah, for me, I guess like I don't know. I don't know what mine would be. I don't know if I would. I'm not a very good hype man. Like I'm not. I don't know that I'm good at creating the energy.
Sure.
I'm good at.
You're good at redirecting energy.
I can redirect it.
Tell me
Okay.
more.
So like, if I get a bunch of, so here's an example. It's hard for me to sit down and come up with like ideas, but I can take ideas and
Formulate
morph them. I can form them. I can organize them, and I can make them like something.
Okay. Yeah.
So
like a project manager.
I guess what I would be sort of like Bishop, like from X-Men, where I could like take y'all's energy and then blast it.
Oh.
Okay. Or like
Leave us for dead and then just use it. Yeah, all right.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Right.
I'm just redirecting it. Like you guys could feed me, and I could,
I like
take
that,
all the
Shark.
credit.
Okay.
I like what
Sure.
do that thing.
Oh, there's a bard spell called Cutting Word where you can literally cause psychic damage to someone by insulting them.
Oh yeah, that is one.
JP would just say something so energetic and so confusing, they'd be stunned.
oh, Alex, it was your mic, Alex.
Oh, was it? Oh, mine's too close.
Yeah, it had been, but I think you're good now.
Okay.
I think it was just like.
Okay, because I'm probably like putting my arm up and making it go up. My bad. But like, what kind of like weapon would you like say? Like, would you be like a sword and shield or long sword? Like, or
Are we allowed to have pistols?
Sure.
sure.
Like, how high fantasy mix are
They're
we?
in Monster
Whatever.
Hunter.
Yeah.
They
Just
are a
saying.
Monster Hunter. I think so. Like, I'll tell you what my favorite weapon in any video game ever. My favorite weapon, the one I always go to no matter what, is a silenced
I was
pistol.
Okay.
about to
It's
say.
always that, and if that's in the game, I'm using it.
Hmm.
I don't care how long it takes me. Like that's the one I want to.
Like it's your
Alright.
favorite because like you can do the silence
Well, here it is.
sound effect.
I'll tell you what exactly.
Real good.
Yeah, but the what it
It is a nice sound.
is that if I am smart enough, it doesn't matter how big they are, it doesn't matter what kind of machinery they are.
Sure.
I don't have to fight them. They're immediately dead if I shoot them in the back of the head with a silenced pistol.
I'm gonna.
And I can get away. It's not like a big. It's not like something.
You alerted everyone.
Right. Yeah. I could kill someone without getting in a fight, and I could avoid future fights.
So I want to agree with you, and I'm bringing this up.
yeah.
Tomb Raider, the new one that I'm playing,
Yeah.
is the exact same thing. You have to like buy or steal bullets off of enemies, but you can craft arrows.
No,
so the
cool.
idea is that your arrows are like your bread and butter. Like I'm gonna stealthily, and so that's what I do every time I'm like walking into a new area and there's a bunch of guys. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull out the bow and arrow. I'm gonna stealth kill as many of you motherfuckers as I can. Not using my bullets up. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be stealthy, just like you. And then inevitably, like 10 minutes later, it's me running with the AK, like, like 5 minutes later, like if they're like 5 minutes later, it just made me running, screaming, shooting the gun up in the tree as I'm trying to dodge like 8 guys running at me.
Yeah, so I know that's a rogue thing, and that's not maybe necessarily my personality style, but my combat style is very non-confrontational. Like
Sure.
I don't want to. I would rather talk to someone, and I'll be very straight with you if we're talking. I'll be maybe relentlessly. I may accidentally offend you by, which I don't think I'm going to do, because I'm pretty diplomatic about it. But I'm going to be pretty forward about where I am. Like, but when it comes to physically fighting, I'd rather just kill them without having to fight, because I think if I shot someone and it didn't kill them immediately, I'd lose. Which is why I wouldn't want to be a sniper, because I don't have the skill for that. I want to go up to someone behind them and be done with it.
All right.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna
You
ensure
know what I
that
mean?
kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should know though that silencers on pistols don't really go and like that's it. They're still loud as
They're
hell.
still loud. Like, yeah, like if someone in the kitchen used a silencer, we'd hear it.
Yeah, it would sound more like a thunk though than like a crack.
Then a snap. Yeah. Well, so
Would there be a pop?
and a crackle.
Then
Come on!
Snap.
Come on!
All right. So, okay. So I guess we kind of went through. We got pretty much through everything. So like the other thing I guess I was curious about was, I guess how you manage your like inventory, or like how you manage like your quest lines? Like, do you go around and like try to, or would you go around and like try to help everyone as much as possible, or like, because I'm thinking the way that you manage your inventory, your quests, or something like that.
In real life, I'm very much I'm going to take care of my own shit.
Yeah.
And I trust you're going to take care of your own shit.
Me too. And if you don't, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I guess
How do you not deal with shit? I deal with my
For
shit.
me, it just depends
Deal
on the
shit.
situation. Because, like, at work, it's my responsibility to take care of everyone. I'm called a problem solver for a reason.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I walk
That's a long
around.
title.
Yeah. I walk around with a computer, and if you need me, I'm there.
That's all for a
That's
reason.
cool.
So, like,
You're like the town mom.
yeah. Someone was like, "Are you okay? You didn't say good morning to me today." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. Hello." Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that way. But and I would say when I do play games, I want to do all the quests first, and then I'll do the story.
Port
Yeah.
says what most intriguing hairstyles. Yeah, we run the fucking gamut, don't we?
Yo, I'm rocking the what I call the cool cow.
I don't even know what the fuck this is. 90s Matt Damon.
My
I don't
normal
know.
hairstyle
Disco
is just
Queen?
this.
He's also disco queen today.
Oh,
I'm the I guess king. I got my bro going too.
So to answer that
Yeah.
question though about in video games and when I play games, I'm like, I can't advance the story until I've completely finished every single. And then at the end, I'm like, man, I'm so freaking tired.
I'm sick of this shit.
In reality, I'm a little bit of everything. So like I have to go. The best way for me to think of it is at my job. My classroom is always a mess, but my kids love coming in. They love coming in. They hate leaving, and they always learn. Even if I have to like improv some stuff on the fly, like I have to go, oh, this wasn't working. All right, we're doing this instead, guys. When I talk to my teams and we plan, I'm not always the best at coming up with the plan, but I am great at making sure the plan happens.
Yeah.
So they're
yeah.
like, hey, so I think we should do. I'm like, hey, what if we did this project? And they're like, that's not a really good idea. Let's do this. I'm like, all right, fair enough. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna make your thing a freaking like dream. I'm gonna make so I'm really good at helping. I don't like leading. I love
you can-
supporting. I love
Yeah.
helping.
Can you
You're a
make
good
other
support
people's
role then, yeah.
inventory better than your own?
Yes, and sometimes, yeah. In some ways, yes. I'm a messy. I'm a messy person who expects my student. I'm messy, and I expect my students to be tidy.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. What does your hairstyle say about you? I don't know about you guys. My hairstyle says my fiance gets to decide.
What hair?
It's hat. It's hat.
It's
My
just hat.
hairstyle
What's your
says.
hat? Yeah.
My hairstyle says. I fuck me.
Part of the front.
Mine
And
says
that's where the party is.
Summer. I don't know.
Mine actually says something along the lines of,
Big
I'm
and
cool with who I am.
fluffy.
I know what I got going here, and I make it work.
That's true.
I make what I got work.
So anyway, inventory.
So yeah, I guess okay.
Stress portal.
So I guess with like the inventory thing, so like I kind of imagine it the way like how I like to keep my house too, try to keep it tidy and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every so often, I'll collect all the
Are
junk.
you a clean boy?
I'm very clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, okay, when I play Stardew Valley, I make sure I get all the chests and I specifically put things in there. Like if
Yeah.
I have a bunch of stone, all the stone is going
You're
in
like
the great
super
chest.
anal retentive.
Yes,
about it.
and then like all my crops are like going in this one, and this one's for summer, and this one's for winter, and so that way I'm like really organized and I'm ready for like the seasons.
Are you like that?
And
in
then
real
you
life?
like pause your game, you get up and you trip on a Doritos bag and you
Are you like that in real life? though?
No,
Are you really?
no, I clean every Tuesday the whole house.
Okay,
No,
cool.
that's pretty organized. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Clean
make
once
sure.
a week. That's a lot to me.
Well, like I do the kitchen and stuff, but like full like thorough like spring cleaning is every Tuesday.
John, be good. Thank
There
you
you
for the
go.
raid. We appreciate a welcome in raid. By the way, our alerts are not working right now.
I
but
like that
thank you.
name.
Welcome
Johnny
to
Hubby
the
Good.
gutter. He's Johnny B. Is it literally Johnny B here?
Yeah.
LSK does the same thing. So you guys are tidier. You feel like I would say that you are tidy in real life based on your cleaning every Tuesday. You have a regimen.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're tidier in game than in real life.
I would say it's pretty even.
It's pretty okay.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
I'm super
I
tidy
don't
in
know,
game. I'm a
maybe
mess
you to come
in
clean
real
on my
life.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, I
Like I
was-
said, she's
Breeze by cleaning service.
Oh yeah, I guess I am. I can be. Like whenever she comes over, I'm like, yo, wait.
I'm
like, it's just not done yet.
Nerd is very much as well. So like while we're here, the house is very much what I like to call lived in. if it's like just like any day of the week, right?
It's comfy.
It's just a comfortable level of whatever we've tossed about. But the instant that someone's coming over, it's like, oh, we need to dust, we need to sweep and mop, and we need to, like
So
make sure
the
the
secret
picture
is that
frames
we just need
are
to come over every Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was having people.
Steven's like, I guess I got
So
to clean up.
it's very much like if people are coming by, it's a there. For instance, I just don't pick up anything. Therefore, I don't have the responsibility of having anything to maintain.
There you
I'm
go.
an
Make no mess,
extremely
have no mess.
confident panic cleaner. That I identify with.
Mom's all over 30 minutes.
Native,
Yeah.
I'm with you 100% with that. That is me.
Is that where you just like shove everything under the couch
I'll
and
get like if I know
in the
that I'm having
closet?
people over,
Yeah.
like it's important. then
It'll
then I'll
happen.
be like,
You will
okay,
grade
well, I will
A clean.
actually clean and I will get it done in like 45 minutes. I was like, why does this normally take
No,
me like
see,
3 days?
See, I'm so intense about that. Like, if I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna have people coming over, I gotta take off like the whole day of work. I'm like, okay, Saturday, everyone's coming over. I gotta take off work because I gotta clean all morning, and like that's just the way I am. I gotta brush my cats. I gotta wipe them down. Like,
Brush the cat.
Whenever it happens, someday
They
we're
gotta
gonna
be-
all go to Bree's house and we need to be like, look at this fucking dirty ass cat.
oh my god, I didn't like it.
We're gonna show up.
This.
We're gonna show up unannounced.
yeah.
No, if we show up unannounced, like that plan's gonna backfire. We're gonna be like, gotcha, Bree. Shit, it's spotless.
It's Tuesday. No.
We're gonna go like a Friday at 11:30 at night. Unexpected.
Oh, but I work. Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, well, hang
Girl
out
trying
till
to
you get
sleep.
home.
That's right. We're gonna be in the house waiting and be like, Bree, it's not clean.
I'm telling you,
Cal's
we're
got a
gonna
little,
get-
like a white glove on.
Excuse me.
No, you gotta do the finger.
What's good with you, Johnny? What were you streaming, pal?
Dang, I would be so sad.
We're not gonna bust
You know
in your
Levi
house.
from Attack on Titan?
What?
Levi from Attack on Titan, how
Yeah.
clean he is? That's what I feel like.
Oh, okay.
That's totally what I feel
Yeah.
like all the time.
He's like their sergeant. Right? You've seen it.
And he left him in a house like all day to clean, and he comes back, and they were like, "Yo, this isn't good enough. This isn't." He's gonna freak out. He put on like a glove, and he was like, "I thought I gave you enough time," and I was like,
Yeah. Oh man. So I mean that's pretty much about it.
Cool.
You know, as far as everything that I've got for the show tonight.
Do you want to pull something from the fan can?
Yeah. Let's see.
Guys, this is the Gutter's fan can. If you guys want, you can tweet us anything that isn't horrible.
Yeah.
And it's just use the hashtag fan can. Tweet us at Gutter.
See, Bree, when's the last time you did one?
Oh, I haven't been one in a while.
We'll
Yeah.
answer.
Spell it
stuff.
weird.
Porter Prince, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Welcome to the Gutter. Bree makes me wash my hands every time I pet her cat.
Okay.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I'm gonna say.
I was like,
I mean,
I don't
that
believe
is-
that. And then she goes, okay. And I was like,
Okay, listen.
before you eat, at least
Listen.
before you eat.
She's pregnant. And
oh,
the doctor
no.
the cat-
told
no,
me.
Yeah, you cannot be around cats
my
when you're
sister
pregnant.
is
Okay.
pregnant, and the doctor said specifically that she's not allowed. Like, she can touch my
No.
cats, but she has to wash her hands.
No, that's a thing.
Because
That is
of the cat
absolutely a
litter,
thing.
it has like toxins and stuff. And so she
You
comes
can
over
F up
and
a
she's
baby.
like, "Oh," and I was
Okay.
like, "Wash your hands." And she was like, "I'm fine. I just touched his paw." And I was like, "No, wash your hands. Like, you have to."
No.
So she's
I
pregnant.
mean, I would say that you're even at that you might be taking it a bit far, but I totally get. You're like, this is my my niece or nephew.
It's her first, so
It's
I
her
was
first.
just
Yeah,
nervous.
you're doing things right. You are aunt of the year already.
There
Okay.
you go.
Hashtag time for a change. Why is your hair blue?
Oh, this is also from SoonerCon. This is also the exact same question as last time.
Was it? I think it
The
was.
last time's question was, why is your hair blue? This says,
Because
why
he
is your
lives in
hair
a
blue?
blue world and he
Hashtag
needed to follow the
Time
lyrics.
for a change.
Go black like your.
I'm starting to think that maybe Red 6 added some stuff to the fan can.
Let's try it.
You might need to do a
Do
colon.
you just want to check another one and see if it... What's that one say?
Did we change these?
What? I don't get this one.
Read it
Is
out.
it
Ta-da?
No, it's data or data.
Oh.
Oh,
Data
data.
Oh,
or
it's
data?
data or data.
Yeah, data or data.
Yeah.
Data.
Data.
It's
I,
So here's the thing.
data.
I thought it
If I say the
depends.
word database, I say database.
Yeah.
But if I'm like,
Database.
man, I gotta look at all this data, I'll say data.
Oh, no, I think I do that. I'm sorry,
Data?
I yelled at you. No, I think I do
Because that's
that.
why I
yeah.
think, I really do think it just depends.
I think it's data.
Data?
It's just data.
Let me look at this
Just
data.
data.
There's data
I
in
don't
the
think look
in the
at the
Okay, so I
database.
think we're pretty much wearing Hawaiian
Thank
shirts
you
for the rest of the year.
It was 400. Yeah. So we
it
got
four?
to 1,000.
You set that
cheer
bar
today,
awfully low.
So
Yeah.
we
Did you go to? We got more than that. We're at like 15.
we got more than that.
If we did
but
3,500, it would be
We did not
tanks
get to-
and Hawaiian shirts. That's
So now we're just doing Hawaiian shirts.
1,000, 1150, and 1550. So no, we did not get to 40,000.
3,500
or
short.
4,000. We didn't get to 4,000.
3,500 short of tanks.
What's
We
the
got it.
rules on
Yeah.
Twitch about sipping drinks from a coconut?
That's fine. You can drink on stream.
Oh, nice.
That's what Calvin wanted to do last week. But
Yeah, I wanted to get turned on stream, but
well, guys,
Turn which direction?
if you're
Ah.
if you're watching this on Twitch, stick around because we're gonna hang
Oh,
out
I
and
was looking
chat
at
with
the
you
wrong
guys
camera.
for a
I
little
look like an
bit.
idiot.
If you're watching this on Twitch, stick around for a little bit. If you guys are watching this on YouTube or listening to our audio podcast, which is the audio part, I'm gonna have to figure out, but it's actually not up right now. Don't worry about that part. But stick around with us if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube. This is where we leave you, and I'll let since it's Alex's show, I'm gonna let him start our. How do you want to sign off?
Well, shoot, guys. Well, thanks for showing up. This has been a fun night. You know, this is Gooder Nerds. I guess signing off. I'm Jaimin Amon, Alex.
Corporate Cal.
Bree Senpai.
I'm Steve-O.
JB.
Bye, Deja.
All right, thanks for showing
I'll
up.
call you tomorrow.